Next topic is calls and subroutines. Calls means function calls. In assembly language, we can write functions also. But in assembly language, we can call it as subroutine. So there is no function. Functions are called as subroutines. There is no function word. So how to use functions? Nothing but subroutines as a jump instructions. Just see here how calls are working as a jump instruction means this is my main program and I have different instruction. Here A call means absolute call. In call instruction we have three types of calls: S call, A call, L call. It is like simple jump, absolute short jump and long jump, absolute long jump. Relative range address, page size address and total size of the memory. So here I have written two statements: move A, 05H, move B, 02H. After that I call a subroutine. Subroutine name is SQRT. So whenever I am executing this instruction, the control has to leave this main program and it has to jump from this instruction to the function. So I think you know very well if our main memory is stored in some area of memory, the function may be occupied in other area of memory. So control is leaving main program area and it is going to execute the function. Means control is leaving main program area and it is jumping to somewhere where function is there. So in this way calls are used as a jump instructions. Changing the program execution. This concept also works like a jump instructions. Then how we are changing the program execution sequence means we have two methods: polling method and interrupt method. Polling method means CPU is watching continuously to get an event. Generally it is executing main program, but in the middle it has to get some event. Whenever the program is executed by CPU and it is continuously watching about an event by wasting the CPU time, that is called polling. So to avoid this CPU wastage time, we have second method, interrupt method. So what is the interrupt method means? If CPU is executing or microcontroller is executing main program, if that event occurred, that event is generated by a device, that device will send the interrupt. Means whenever event occurred, then only device will send the interrupt. So whenever interrupt is received by the microcontroller, then it will give the service to the particular device. That is called interrupt service routine. Means interrupt generated by a device that is sent to the microcontroller. Microcontroller receive that interrupt and it will give the service to that particular device by executing the interrupt service routine. This interrupt service routine is also called as interrupt handler. Subroutine. Subroutine means function. In assembly language we don't have words function, we have to use as a subroutine. Subroutine means what? It is a piece of code which is used many times. In main program, when you call a subroutine, the control will leave the main program. It will go to the subroutine area and it executes the subroutine and it return back to the main program. Now we will see next topic, calls and the stack. So what is this topic means? When you are calling a subroutine, what is the usage of stack? So generally, what is the usage of stack? Stack is used to store the temporary variable values, and it is also used to store the return addresses of the main program when you call a subroutine. Just see here, this is my simple program. It is a main program, and when I am calling a subroutine with the help of a call statement, here you have three types of call statements: S call, A call, L call, like S jump, A jump, L jump. Range is same. So here I used A call mnemonic to call a subroutine. Subroutine name is SQRT. So this is my main program. I am executing one by one instruction. When I use this instruction to call a subroutine, the control will leave the main program and it will go to the subroutine where it is stored in the memory. And after executing total subroutine code, and it returns back to the main program. But before leaving to the main program and going to the subroutine, control has to know, after executing the subroutine, where it has to return back to the main program. What is the address to return back to the main program? That return address means here move R4, A. This instruction address is loaded in the stack memory. This is the usage of stack memory. You see here what is the usage of stack memory. This diagram is showing. Example, you are executing main program and you call a subroutine. So before leaving the main program, and you have to store this next instruction address. Let us take this next instruction address is some 50H. That is given by the program counter. When you are executing current instruction, you will get next instruction address by PC program counter. That program counter, it is a 16-bit register, and the higher byte and lower bytes are there, PCH and PCL. Those two bytes are loaded on the stack memory. The PC nothing but next instruction address. So that next instruction address is loaded on the stack memory. Then control has to leave the main program. It has to go to the subroutine. So this subroutine address is given by this subroutine name. That address is loaded in the PC. Then PC is having subroutine address means control will execute the subroutine one by one instruction, and whenever encountered last instruction as a RET return, and it has to return from subroutine to the main program. Then how to return subroutine to main program is the return addresses we already stored in the stack memory. You have to pop the 2 bytes of address from stack memory to the PC. So you will get the return address of the main program using PC. So now PC is pointing to the next instruction means control will execute the next instruction. So in this way, stack memory is utilized to store the return address whenever you are calling a subroutine, and after executing the subroutine, you have to pop the address from the stack memory to the PC. So this is about how you are calling a function, how you are using a stack. Means how you are calling a subroutine, how you are using a stack memory. Now tell me what are the steps we used when you calling a subroutine. First one is when you encountered the ACALL or LCALL statement in the main program, you have to store the next instruction address. That is the return address after executing the subroutine. From where you will get this return address means PC will give that return address. So PC is a 16-bit register. You have to get the 2 bytes, higher byte and lower byte, and push the 2 bytes of address onto the stack, and then get the subroutine address with the help of name only. That data is loaded into the PC. Then subroutine will going to execute. Whenever RET instruction is encountered means return from the subroutine. That is the last instruction of the subroutine, and control will return back to the main program. Then how it will return back means again you have to pop that stored 2 byte data from the stack memory. It must be popped to the program counter register. Then control will use this program counter data to move to the main program, and then it will execute the next instruction. So this is the steps we have to follow when you are calling a subroutine, and you have to use stack memory to use the subroutine calling. This is about calls and stack. So these are the sequence of events are used by the calls and the stack memory when you are calling a subroutine.